Yo, what is going on, everybody? Yeah, just move it like that. That looks good. How are we looking? Looking good. So, Game Boy Advances today. Game Boy Advances today. What's going on, everybody? Make sure to let me know if the music's a little too loud. I think it looks good from what I'm looking at right here. So, yep, Game Boy Advances today. This is what we are getting into. I found a bunch. This one was hardcore. Check out the barbed wire on that one. Bunch of Game Boy Advances that need to get built today. Well, not today, but this week. But of course, we have to first get started seeing how many I have to work with. Some of these definitely don't look so hot, so we'll see. Let's just go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna put a couple of these to the side and scoop my chair in. These go up, and let's get started. I'm gonna start with this white one right here. Almost looks like my white balance is off. That's better. That's better. Here we go. What's going on, Jared? Good. You should do smash one and completely obliterate it. I do that once in a while for fun. If they're really trash, but you know what? They're all worth money, even if they are broken. So yeah, this one actually is pretty good shape with the back. This one's a little faded though. This one actually looks pretty good, but no back. This one looks pretty nasty, so I guess let's open this one first. I have, I think, 20 that I need to build this week, and I think I only have like 13, and we're not probably gonna have 13 that actually work. But let's see. I'm not even gonna try to use batteries because these are really corroded, but we still might be able to get them to power on with the power supply, so we'll try that out. What's going on, Nara Makes Games? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Damn, love the... Yeah, I got some really cool stickered ones. Oh, this one actually is really sick. Let's appreciate the flavor, as I like to call the flavor of this one. It's a little blown out. It has a bunch of stars on it. Got the Why Not, the Pikmin. I got a really good one last week, and I'm gonna try to incorporate it into, even though I had to take it apart because I had to use the Game Boy Color board for a build because I'm completely out of Game Boy Colors. I keep getting screwed by the sellers. They don't ship my stuff, but I do plan on putting a Game Boy Color back inside of this one and utilizing it for a short because it's just so cool. Because it has these pictures. Whoever had this one, they got like pictures of their friends on it. Can't really see it really that well because camera's so bright. Here, do I have this light up too bright? Maybe. Let me see if maybe I could turn it down. No, I can't. I have it on the lowest setting. Pictures of their friends on there, and then a little picture of the girl that owned it. Super cute. The Cyndaquil right here, which these are like the weird textured stickers. I get every now and again that I get a textured sticker. I actually have a bunch of these Pokemon textured stickers on my, what is it, my like dresser drawer over here. I've been collecting these ones, but we'll be utilizing this one because I just think it's really cool. And maybe, just maybe, that girl will see that video one day. Oops. So let's crack this bad boy open, get back to it. We got a lot of cleaning to do. I'm gonna catch up with the chat. I used to get mad as a kid and do that. I don't break things anymore. That's good. I had a friend who had real anger problems when he was a child, but it wasn't really his fault because he was playing Donkey Kong Country 3. And we know how, or I don't know if it was 3, but it was Donkey Kong Country, and we know how hard that game can be. So he would bite the Game Boy, like Color, like that. It had a bunch of teeth marks on it. Always a good time. What's going on? I hate cheese. What car do I drive? I got a couple different cars. My daily is it's a 2018 Toyota 4Runner. I love that car. What's the best, DS or 3DS? Oh, DS for sure. Or no, 3DS for sure. 3DS has so many good games. And it plays DS games, so it's like, how's that even a choice? Oh my gosh, this one's gonna be so corroded, guys. I already know. Did I miss a screw? It's like stuck together. It's so corroded. Yeah, this one's bad news. This one actually might not be that bad. There really need to be a collection of some of these amazing stickered shells. Yeah. I wish I could collect them and showcase them somewhere, but geez, I run out of room in this this house. This one doesn't look that bad. This one's probably savable. We're gonna set it aside for now and come back to it. I think that this one will be savable. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do with that. For now, it looks pretty bad, but it's not super bad. We need to actually see what the button pads look like, because if the button pads are corroded, then I just give up there. There's stuff you can do, but I don't want to have to do too much to a Game Boy that someone's going to be getting. Okay, button pads good. Yeah, these are good. So sometimes they'll get corrosion like all on the contact point, like this right here. See, we might be screwed. That contact point is pretty toasted. But we still might be able to save it. I'm going to turn this down. For some reason, the camera, these are the same settings I always use, but it's so blown out for some reason. I don't understand that. I'm always at 1/125, but I don't know. Today, maybe because it's daytime and it's super bright out. Anyways, there's something you can do when it comes to... I don't like to do it on these buttons because it makes them feel a little bit weird, but when it comes to the start and select, since you don't push them that much, you can actually solder in the tactile switches that are used on the Game Boy Advance SPs. And it's kind of clicky, but since it's just start and select, it doesn't really like bother playing, you know what I mean? So if it can save the Game Boy, I'll do it, but I usually won't do that for the other buttons because most people don't want to feel that like clickiness when they're playing a normal game. Anyways, moving back with the chat. Fenris Wolf Retro. Personally, I think these Game Boys aren't terrible in terms of the price, but certainly not a price where one can comfortably have a stockpile. Touche, yeah. I guess you know, the prices, whenever someone brings up prices, I just remember how well priced, like how cheap Game Boys used to be before retro modding was a thing. You used to be able to get a Game Boy Advance SP for like 20 bucks, fully working. The good old days. All right, move this out of the way. On to the next. Those textured Pokemon stickers are from a Gashapon Machines. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you for the info on that. That's actually very, very cool to know. This one definitely looks like it's going to work, actually. Let's throw some batteries in it to check. Doesn't want to. Doesn't want to. We'll see. We'll pop it open and see. Do you do mods to the Steam Deck? No, I don't mod Steam Decks. Yeah, not my thing. I don't even have a Steam Deck anymore because the one I did have, I gave away in the 50K giveaway. Yeah, lucky person. But it was cool because, you know, a lot of times I do giveaways and you never hear from the person again, which is fine. You know, I'm not obligated. They're not obligated to ever message me, but it was cool because the person that won the Steam Deck messaged me like a month later and they were like so hyped. They've been playing so many games on it. I was like, all right, that's cool to see. Like, I'm glad to know that somebody that won it actually uses it. I've had cases where people have won giveaways and they're like, well, I don't really want this. I kind of want this. I'm like, dude, come on. Are you serious? You know how many people entered and they were like dying for this and you're just going to complain and ask for somebody else, something else? That's crazy. It's like when it's the free giveaway, you know what I'm saying? Not the members only giveaway. If you're a member and you win that, well, I'll build you pretty much anything. This doesn't look like a bad, so it might just be a bad Switch. Donkey Kong Country was very hard. I played it as a kid, yes. The Game Boy version especially, because the screen was so small, it didn't light up. So he was valid for that. I mean, he was like 8, so, you know. I don't know what the... It's so funny how, like, there was no oversight, I feel like, or not as much oversight for the difficulty of games, especially, like, in the 90s. They're just, like, the devs were like, yeah, this is pretty fun, man. This shit's kind of hard, though. But whatever. And they just, here, let's market it to 10-year-olds. Pretty awesome. Not anymore, though. You get handheld for most, you know, games nowadays. I feel like that's why Pokemon sucks so bad now. Partially, the hand-holding, but, you know, it is what it is. When GBAs are eaten beyond repair, I usually throw the CPU and RAM into another consoleizer board. Yeah, that is a option. That is an option. I should start doing that. I should definitely start doing that. But I usually just sell them for parts. It's just, I just don't have a lot of extra time to be doing that kind of stuff. But maybe a project for one day. All right, let me turn on this. Let me zoom it out. Turn on my little thingy over here and see. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. All right, let me see if this is gonna work. Clip that. Clip that. Make sure they don't touch. Oh yeah, we got power. You see that light? Yeah, you see the light. We're good. So that's good. That means we just need to clean the switch. So I'll put that in the working pile. Zoom back in and move on to the hardcore, the Vin Diesel, the Chronicles of Riddick. This one's so badass, dude. Look at that barbed wire. A little bit of barbed wire on the back. This kid didn't play any games, dude. Literally. I mean, he probably did because he had a Game Boy, but you know what I mean. Let's get on with it. Heesh. I just got a new 3DS LL. Dude, the 3DS, the 3DS, especially if you get the IPS ones, dude, they're so nice. I need a 3DS. No, the problem with the 3DS for me is, like, I love the 3DS, but the special editions for the 2DS were so much cooler. Like, the DS I use, the 3DS, 2DS that I use is the Hylian shell, like the Zelda one, because it's so sick. But it doesn't have that good of screens. I do like the IPS screens a lot better. They do look better. People say, who cares? Well, you know, when you hold them side by side, they definitely, the IPS one definitely looks better. You know what I'm saying? But the 2DS had the way better special editions. The slime one, the dragon, shit, I can't remember the name of it. You know what I'm talking about. Dragon Quest. That one's fire. The silver slime. The metal slime. When GBAs are eaten beyond... Okay, I already read that. What's going on, Spiff? Finally getting to your chat. Is the GBA a good console to start learning how to flip handhelds? I don't know. You could buy and sell anything and make money. I don't know what constitutes good. Kind of a broad question. You could buy any handheld and fix it, or just resell it. So, refurbishing then flipping. I mean, yeah. I mean, GBAs are all right. Like I said, you do with anything. If you learn how to fix something, you know, you'll always have value there. Coconut Gamer, what's going on, cuz? Loizos. Sorry, I definitely butchered your name just now. I'm gonna go ahead and say this one works because it looks like it works. So we're just gonna move on. All right, Nara, what's going on? Let me read your chat. It was your mod video where I learned I could get my Japan. Dude, did that video work? I already had it set up with. Oh, nice. Let's go. Stoked. Yeah, you know, I made that video because there was no videos out there that did the whole process. Even though I figured it was going to be outdated at some time, but I was like, you know. But I get people, it's weird, I get people that comment on the video and they say, this doesn't work at all. And then I'll get people, like a couple weeks later, they'll comment, thank you so much for this. Like, so it's like, I don't know, but I'm glad it worked for you, buddy. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think it's a lot nicer to have it switched over to the US region, just so you can play US games, you know? Sometimes you don't want to always play, like, homebrew games or games you downloaded. Sometimes you want to put the cartridge in and play the game. What's going on, Bryson? You can actually add an IPS screen to any new 3DS XL. Well, yeah, for sure. This one looks nice too. I think this one's also going to work. How easy is it to fix compared to other handhelds? I mean, if we're talking about just Game Boys, all Game Boys are pretty much the same. Like, they have different intricacies, but they're all basically like the same layout. So any Game Boy, pretty simple to work on, price, to repair. But yeah, the only thing is, like, when it comes to other consoles, like if you wanted to fix like more modern stuff, you don't have to buy as many of them to be able to like turn a profit. If you wanted to fix like switches or something, you could buy like 1 or 2 broken ones and fix those, and wouldn't have to commit to so many, because like broken switches are pretty cheap because they're kind of annoying to fix. But you know, once you know what you're doing, it's not so bad. I've done some work on some switches. Not my favorite thing. Joy-Cons are terrible to swap out. Terrible. Joy-Cons are designed the way they are on purpose, though. They're 100%. You will not convince me otherwise. They're designed to be trash. That's why they made so many different colors, because they knew kids would break them. They were designed to break. And then kids would be like, well, that's okay, I wanted the pink ones anyways. And then they buy a whole new set. It was honestly genius. Capitalistic genius. But scummy. Definitely scummy. Can you mod the Amulet consoles? I don't know what would you want to mod it to do. The Vita, yeah, the Vita is actually very, very user friendly to repair and do things with. I've torn a Vita completely down. It's like many times. Like that one's not bad. The ribbon cables are a little frustrating with the with everything, but they're not that bad. Honestly, Sony did an amazing job putting that console together. I don't know if it almost feels like when you take a Vita apart, like it was designed to be able to be repaired. They don't do that kind of thing anymore, but it feels like that when you take one apart. Everything just lays together so perfectly. 3DS? No, not the case. 3DS is a pain. Not as bad as the DS Lite though. DS Lite, the worst. The Vitas are sweet. I have one Vita that I actually would call my personal Vita, and then I have a ton of Vita parts. I probably have 2 whole Vitas back there, some in pieces somewhere. This one looks pretty solid too. These ones are all getting the pass. It's only one bad looking one so far, which is good. Funny playing cells replacement, yeah, but it's cool. It's a cool project. It's not really cost effective though, because they're kind of expensive, and then I have to do a bunch of work, and then it's like, was it really worth it to spend the money and the time, or should I just toss it in a bin and use it for parts to fix other Game Boys? Cool project though. I might do one day. Sheesh, we're moving right along. Always love the gold. I think this is a Japanese exclusive, the gold. I just recently found out. I don't have one offhand, but I always thought, like, I would always get these clear purple Game Boy Advances in, and I was like, huh, that's weird. Somebody already shell swapped this one. But then I learned that that was the Toys R Us exclusive color. What an idiot. I was like, oh, I've been just tossing these in a bin like nothing, and I figured that out. Maybe I'm wrong, though, but I swear I saw that somewhere, that the clear purple ones are the Toys R Us exclusive color. Oh, I didn't change the text. Building some colors in SPs. Literally the 2 things I'm not doing. I knew there was something I forgot to do. Let's change that text. Oopsie. What's going on, Trav? Doing good, bro. Chilling, cleaning. This one looking kind of bad. Kind of bad. Quite a bit of the old corrosion on there. We'll see how it looks on the front. Let's see. A lot of 32 pins. What's going on, Mondo? Well, it's not bad on the front, so let's see. Actually, let's see. I'm curious. We have so many builds this week, it's crazy. Oh, this one works. Just fired right up. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Sweet. I did not expect that. It's good. Toss a couple screws. What do we got? One right here. What do we got? Now, if someone was insane enough to mod a Game Boy player to be coming over. Yeah, I've thought about that before. I've thought about things like that. Appreciate the sub. Babbling Psych Guy. Alright. Nice. Starting some builds for the day. Let's go. Gotta do some builds, dude. I got so many to do. I'm so stoked, honestly. I have so many. It's like crazy. It's been nuts lately. But I'm happy for it. I just bought the high speed. Why do they gotta have names like this, bro? High Speedido. I've never read that full name. I always just skip over it because I recognize it. Oh, and the V5 IPS kit yesterday. I don't know if I've ever used that one. I try to stick to the same screens, so everything is the same as much as possible. So when people message me and ask me questions, I can assume they have the same screen. So I have not used that one. I do not believe. Alright, this one looks pretty solid. We will be doing our members only build tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I'm planning on tomorrow though. Tomorrow or Thursday. Because we're at the end of the month already and geez, I didn't do it. So we're doing it. I usually do them towards the end of the month though anyways. What just happened? Oh, okay. This one looks solid. And we're building the funny playing FPGA GBC. I have to figure out how to say that every single time, dude. All right. This one's kind of heavy. Why is this one oddly heavy? That's strange. You wanted a funny playing shell. Yeah. You were gifted a defective FPGBC core. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't built one yet, so we're gonna do it live. Just installing. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. What's going on, Kermit the Fraud? Let's go. This one looks kind of sus. We'll see. A lot of 32 pins today, though. What's going on, brother? We're just cleaning. I didn't change the text. We are not building colors and SPs, but my desk is over there, so I don't want to leave y'all hanging, so I'll chalk it up. But we're just cleaning some Game Boy Advances today. The opposite of what that says. Alright. Oh. Nah, not too bad. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's see if it powers on. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Looks, this one might be toasted, but damn, it's nasty too. We'll see if we can bring it back to life. Throw it in the questionable pile. The questionable pile. Just gonna go ahead and throw these. We got 3 more. Yeah, 3 more to take apart. We'll start cleaning them up a little bit. What we got? I built my first one a few days ago, which I forgot to turn it off while charging. That's funny. Yeah, they don't seem very hard to build, so hopefully it'll be a quick one. I might do 2 of them, but I think I might do a short video building one just for fun. So I bought 2 actually, and we'll see how that goes. All right, so 3 more. Any must-play Game Boy games? Oh yeah, gotta check that one out. The Mayor of Sanctuary, I heard, is pretty good. Yeah, I heard it is pretty good. It's not hard, just doing the battery kind of sucks. Yes, sir. We're grinding through. Oh, this one looks solid. I got 20 more of these coming. Just not sure when. Super annoying because I had ordered 10 Game Boy Colors on March 5th. And from an eBay seller, and they just never sent them to me. And then I bitched them out, and they were like, "Oh, sorry, friend. We send them. We send the wrong one. We will reship. Can you wait?" You know, they pretend to not be able to speak English until you start bitching at them. And then, you know, I just told them to cancel the whole thing. But I ordered more, so they should be in, I don't know, hopefully by the end of the week. It's hard to find good sellers, man. Is this one gonna stay? I guess so. This one looks solid. 2 more. I really got to get all these freaking shells into a box. They're clogging up the corner of my desk. Okay, this one's very corroded. We'll see how that goes. Is it true that with the GBA USB-C mod, it doesn't give you the low battery LED warning? No, it does. It changes. The way it works is like when I'm pretty sure, how do I word it? When the voltage is starting to lower on what the battery is feeding into the system is when it, like when it drops below a certain voltage, is when it changes the light from green to red. And it works just fine. I think you probably are thinking about the Game Boy Color, where it doesn't really have an LED. The LED just shows you that it's on, and it just starts to like dim a little when the battery gets low, but it doesn't change color or anything. Have you ever gotten a GBC or Game Boy, I'll say, with a desirable game left in it? Yeah, I've gotten a couple with like Japanese Pokemon games in them, like Japanese Ruby or Japanese, well, not Ruby, Japanese Sapphire. I've gotten twice. And then I've gotten the Kingdom Hearts game, which is like a $10 or $15 game, in a Game Boy player. I've gotten quite a few games. A lot of the games that I have that are Japanese are from like console lots that they just show up with games in them. It's pretty sweet. It's always fun. My favorite is when they have like the 62-in-1 cartridges, and all the games are just like weird bootleg knockoffs of Pokemon and Mario, and they are not the game at all. It's really, really funny. This one's solid. Little corroge, but not too bad. This one's probably solid. Probably won't do any builds today on stream, but we'll save that for the next stream. We're just chilling today. Okay, last one. We've done pretty good so far. We've got 4 iffies and then what seems to be 7 decents. I think it's 7, yeah. So hopefully this will be 8 for the decent / good. Hey, how's it going? Just taking things apart. Alright, this one looks solid. Definitely. A lot of 32 pins though, which is probably a good thing. Yeah, this one's definitely solid. Okay, good. So music's kind of weird right now. Gonna skip through. I don't want lyrics. That's better. Let me change this text. I got to. It's driving me crazy. Game Boy Advance says. Oops. Boom, better. Guys, it was driving me crazy. I had to fix it. Alright, it's fixed. Alright. Let's start with cleaning this one a little bit. This one's pretty nasty, I'll be honest. Let's give it a scrub. The scrub. Maybe I will do a build. I hate the cleaning. It's so boring. Gotta get rough with it. There we go. Appreciate the sub. Ooh. Alright, so that's 2. Oh, this is the one that has like the really bad corrosion. Let's see if we can get that off of there. Haha, good one. Such a classic. You know, I actually picked the name. This is a funny, like, story. I literally picked the name J-Boy Mods partially because I thought that people would say Gameboy Mods and it would increase, like, comments. So I thought either way, if people didn't like the content, they could say Gameboy Mods and it would help the algorithm, like you just did. Isn't that so funny? It's good to have names where people have, like, a good out to, like, make fun of you, because then they think they're, like, big brained. I'm not saying that's what you did. I'm not even criticizing you. I just thought it was a funny thing that I thought of 6 years ago. It's like, yeah, that's a funny thing. It's funny because I told my friends, like, I have this friend, and I told him, like, yeah, like, the channel's called J-Boy Mods. And then that's literally what he said. He's like, haha, Gameboy Mods. I was like, you sucker. You played into it. That's what friends are for. You could hit the boards with some aerosolized deoxit. Yeah, I should get an ultrasonic cleaner. That's a good thing. I think once I get the workshop set up, that might be something I'll expand on because I don't have the room for anything else right now. But I've always wanted one of those ultrasonic cleaners for stuff. I can just drop stuff in there and it'll clean it. I don't think these are going to be savable. So we probably are going to have to do what I said, which was soldering in a couple switches. So I don't even remember if this one turns on. It gets to the point where you sand too much off and it doesn't work at all, but it's pretty rough. I don't think it's gonna go. It's crazy that it gets that bad. Let's see if this one even turned on, because I don't remember if it did. Let me clean the back. Needs a. Not sure if the headphone jack's gonna work either, but we'll see. You know, I've thought about doing that. I've actually have the internet for it too now, and I've done it like once where I've streamed on YouTube and Instagram at the same time. I'm not big on TikTok. Like, I don't really care about that app. But maybe like Instagram and, I don't know, maybe TikTok. I don't know. At the same time, I could do it. It's just kind of hard to juggle the chats. Because I don't think... Can you stream on TikTok from your computer? Because that's one thing you can't do on Instagram, which is kind of annoying. So I have to set the phone up, and it becomes a whole thing. And then I can't read the chat, and kind of annoying, but I have thought about doing that. I definitely could. Oops. This one doesn't even turn on anyways. Let's see if we can clean that up and see if that'll actually work. Turn the old soldering iron on. Looks pretty bad though, I'll be honest. Looks pretty bad. It's pretty bad. TikTok, you unlock streaming on desktop once you read. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. I definitely have that many. So maybe that's something we can do. Man, it's really on there. Really on there. It hurts. It hurts. Okay. The knife. Heal it up. See the corrosion. Oh, yeah, this switch is completely fried. Completely fried. There's no switch. There is no switch. It's just a blob of nothing. Dude, it's crazy that the freaking corrosion can get so bad that the little prongs inside of the switch just basically deteriorate. Okay, well this one's gonna have to get thrown in the pile for a while because I don't have a replacement switch, unfortunately. So this one's just gonna have to be piled. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. Sorry guys, I just got some on my nose. Some of the old battery acid. It's good for you. Builds character. The old battery acid. Yeah. All right, this one's getting tossed in the box because this one's definitely a no-go for a little while, for now, anyways, until we can figure out what to do with it. All right, so I guess we can start cleaning some of these. These ones need help, but we're not going to do that right now. We'll do the ones that we know work. We like these ones better anyways. So much less to worry about. How much do you know about modded 3DSs? My cousin modded mine, and he did mine the exact same as... He did mine the exact same as mine, but mine won't save the themes after I turn it on. He did, I'll assume you meant to say he did yours the same as his. Yours won't save the themes. Do you have... So the first thing you have to do to get themes to work is you have to change your theme in the settings. So you have to go to like themes and change it to like the red theme or the white theme or whatever. And then you can go into whatever the app's called. What's it called? Like Amoeba or something? I forget what it's called. And then change the themes. Maybe that's what you need to do. Yeah, it wasn't a sneeze. I almost sneezed. I had the sneeze feeling. It was there, and then I handled it. I handled my emotions. What is the Switch controller docks called again? That's a good question, actually. I have no idea if they have a name. Exact as his. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. You're good. You're good. Yeah, try doing that, and if it won't save the themes then, maybe try uninstalling or deleting. I don't know if you should actually do this. I was going to say you could delete the themes app and reinstall it, but I've had that happen to mine before. I know what you're talking about, where the themes won't save, but it was because I had to do something like change the theme first to like a basic one, and then you could change it to whatever one you wanted it to be. But I don't know. What size SD card are you using also? That can be an issue. If your SD card's too big, if it's bigger than 128, that can cause issues, I learned. So you might want to think about that too. You're like on the sides where you slide it in on the actual tablet, it doesn't work. I've had that happen to me before too. I had to repair it. I don't remember how you repair it, but I definitely did it. It's just alcohol, yeah. It's just alcohol. It's usually all I use is alcohol and a toothbrush. People say a toothbrush is too abrasive, but I kind of like that it's abrasive because there's like some caked on stuff sometimes I really want to scrape at. And it's good because like the pins need a good scraping. You want to scrape those. Those need a good scrape because they get some weird stuff on them. Yeah, the regular themes, not the modded ones. Yeah. Yeah, 64 should be fine. I don't know, what I would try to do is turn it off and then turn it back on. Change your theme to like a red or whatever one of the basic themes are. Then turn it off, then turn it back on. And then try to use one of the downloaded themes. Can someone tell me what the name of the theme thing is? I completely forgot what it's called. And now it's bothering me. What's it called? Damn it. The 3DS custom themes app. What the hell is it called? Thank you for the sub, Paola. Yeah, 128 is definitely the biggest you want to do. Yeah, anemone. Thank you. I knew I called it amoeba. Hey, I was pretty close. Amoeba. Anemone. That's what it's called. I can't remember all this stuff, man. Holy crap, is your freaking PFP? Oh, man. Johnny with the watermelon. Love that shit. Hell yeah. Johnny with the watermelon. Oh, you are smart enough. We're all smart enough. You can do it. Doing stuff like modding stuff's really not that hard, especially like software mods. You just have to have a lot of patience. A lot of patience. Because when you first start doing it, it's like so hard to understand what you're doing. But like the more devices and the more systems you mod, you realize like it's all very similar. Soft modding. There's like steps to do this, then crack this, and then you like use this to get through this, and it's all very similar. The way I look at it is if you can bake a cake, you can mod a system. Because you just got to read on the back and follow the steps. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't that poetic? Yeah. No, yeah, you just got to join the members club if you want more poetry. I'm going to take my first crack at replacing the battery in my older Game Boy cartridges because they are not saving. Ah, that's the worst. When you go back to play it and it's just gone. Yeah, that's super easy to do. Super easy to do. Just look like, I would say get a decent soldering iron that has temps. So you can dial in the temp. You don't have to do that. You can use any soldering iron, but if you're nervous about using one, it's good to have one that has like a temp so you know you're not going to go too hot or too cold on it. And like, 'cause you don't want to hold the heat on it too long. But if your soldering iron is not getting hot enough, you have to. And then it's like, so sometimes it's good to just buy decent stuff right away. The Shrek test. Thoughts on the new Sony handheld that's supposed to come out? I thought that was a myth. I thought that was a meme. And like, because I posted that on my Facebook because I thought it was real. And then and then it was fake. And I felt funny. And I was pissed. No, I wasn't really pissed. I was fine. My Pokemon Ruby has a dead battery. Yeah, the battery doesn't matter so much in those games, though, because they save on, I think it's called FRAM, SRAM, something like that. So it's like the battery is only there to keep the time, but your game should be fine forever. That's why it usually says, I feel funny. That's why it usually says the game has run dry. Your battery has run dry. The game can still be played. So you won't get berries anymore, which is tragic. You need them. Almost up an hour. All right. My goal was an hour, so that's good. Thanks for the advice. Who am I talking to? Yeah, you'll be good. You'll be alright. You can do this. Just don't solder it in backwards. But if you bought the right batteries, you pretty much can't, but you'll be alright. I think doing the batteries on the Pokemon cartridges are a good first project for someone that wants to learn how to solder. People in my comments on YouTube seem to think differently, but I think it's easy enough to do, you know. Okay, so let's get these all laid out. Let's see what we have to do. Appreciate the sub, Martin Scott. If you ever change the battery, berries won't grow unless you reset progress. Really? That's lame. I didn't know that. So you have to restart your game to get your berries to work again. Very tragic. Let's see what we got this week. Where's my thing? So I have to build a... These are still coming. We got a Groudon we can do. DBZ. Oh, that's still coming. Venusaur. Try to do the easier ones on stream. Yeah, there's quite a few in here we could do on stream for sure. So we'll definitely make that happen. Do some build streams this week. Of course, we're going to do the members only build either tomorrow or Thursday for the FPGBC. We're just calling it that. The FPGBC, I think, is what people are calling it. Throw that away. This thing is trash too, but we'll keep it. Yes. Yeah, let me read the chat. Damn, dead flash RAM? How does that happen? How does that happen? I thought it lasted forever. Well, I mean, not forever, but, you know, like 100 years or something. Save editor. Interesting. That's good to know. Once you replace the battery, you have to correct the clock with an external device. Huh, interesting. But could you, like, what if you did this? What if you have the cartridge, right? You rip your save file, so you save your save file on your computer, then you replace the battery, start a new game on the cartridge, then you erase that game and then put in your old save file. Would it be back to like working again? Or is the save file like messed up, basically? The flash itself decays from improper storage or someone repeatedly saving until it bottlenecks the RAM limits. That's so interesting. The flash decays. Huh, I wonder how it would decay. I'm known to put something in the wrong place. Very gross. Very gross. Let's see if I can spin this with this open like this. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, boys and girls, let me show you everything we have to do this week before we bounce out of here. Got a bunch of these. So these are the SPs. Here, I can actually move this up so you can still see me while I'm standing. Bunch of SPs. We got the Crystal, the Suicune, Fire, Another Rayquaza. You might have just seen this in my short that I posted today. Fire. The Mews. Love this one. The Mewtwo and the Mew. And then, of course, the Ho. The main Ho. Oh. And then here are all the Game Boy Advances. Weird. Here are all the Game Boy Advances we just got to. Let me read this. Dumping the save will only work if the dumper can also save real-time clock information. Thank you, Mike's Gaming. Alright, this is what we got for Game Boy Advances this week. The Mother. I think we have a couple Mothers. All the Kyogre. I love that one. The Gengar. A lot of Pokemon ones, as always. Charmander. Another Mother. The Venusaur, which you can see this one in my... Oops, mic's up here. You can see this one in my recent... bend that up. Short, if you guys want to see what this one looks like. The Rayquaza. My last one of that. And then the Groudon. These are all the Game Boy Advance. Well, there's actually more, but these are all the ones we have in stock. And then the last stack is the Game Boy Colors, which I still don't have in because they screwed me, but they should be in hopefully by the end of the week. So if you ordered a Game Boy Color, they're coming. They're on the way. Let me zoom out a little more. All right, we got the Majora's Mask. This one's so sick. I don't do enough of these ones. Haunter, my last Haunter. Oh, I need to order more of these, I'm realizing. The Gyarados. I think the last one of that, too. Evangelion. Obviously, the Charizard. I do at least one of these a week. The Blastoise. And then the Cyndaquil. This one's always awesome to do. I don't do a lot of that one either. I should do more of that one. Oh, the Rayquaza is the best looking thing. Yeah, I love the Rayquaza one too, man. I'm surprised I don't get more orders for that one. We get so many for the Kyogre, honestly. But Rayquaza is probably going to start getting more popular, I think, because I get a lot of comments on that one. Hell yeah, dude. Send me an email if you have any questions about any of the mods or anything like that. Yeah, these are just the shells in the box. Someone who has access to that would have to reset. Missed out on the Goku GBC shell, but might get the Slifer. I've seen the Slifer one. I need to pick up some of those ones because Yu-Gi-Oh! I love playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I just got back into it. Oh, I got the meta deck. It's pretty meta. Rayquaza's 300. 300 for the full build, depending on what you want, but they start at 3. Yeah, the Gengar's fire. I get a lot of orders for the Gengar. I probably need to order more of those too. It's kind of been hard to keep up with all of the inventory. I'm running out of room. I think what I want to do is put a shed, like a warehouse, in my backyard. Even though it's kind of expensive, but I'm kind of like running out of room for stock. So, and like I'm tired of using my garage for all that kind of thing. So, I don't know. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I have to tear trees down. But they're just palm trees, and they're dying anyways. So, we'll see. Yeah, check out the site. It's jboymods.com. I got everything on there. I don't know if you have checked it out, but definitely check out the site for anything that you've seen here. Everything's up on there. But yeah, so I'm gonna end out the stream here. I'll just go ahead and say that. Let me go ahead and go full screen. I think this is the right one. Yeah, full screen. It's annoying because I have one of those like Devoom things that like keeps track of your subscriber count and stuff. But I messed with my Wi-Fi settings to like do something, and now I can't get it to sync back up to the Wi-Fi. So I'm pretty bummed. But that's what you're supposed to be seeing right here. Just doesn't even turn on anymore, I guess. Damn, 1 hour flew by. It really did. It really did. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do any builds, because if I start doing builds, I'll be in here for 3 hours, and that wasn't the plan for today. So we're going to do the builds separate stream, but I might as well kick it on here with you guys and do the cleaning stream, because I just be sitting here cleaning them anyways, doing nothing. So it's cool to come and chat with you guys on the more like relaxed tip. Through a quick email about power switches. Did you send it to the JBoy Mods or to the support email, so I know which one to look at? Take a drink really quick. Yes, sir. Okay, so we're at 23. Yeah, really chill stream. Always a chill time. I appreciate you stopping in. So for the rest of the week, just so you guys have a little heads up, we are going to be doing the members only. It's the members only build on stream. It'll be an open stream, like anybody can come in. But we'll be building the FPGBC. It's the FPGA Game Boy Color build from Retro Game Repair Shop. So we'll be giving that away to one of the members this month. My Gmail? Okay, Gmail. JBoyMods Gmail. Got it. So we'll be doing that either tomorrow or Thursday. It's hard to make plans because I just don't know how my days are going to go. But it will be this week. I will promise that if it comes in, which it's supposed to be here today. So we'll see. We got the Shrek TV in. If you guys want to see what the box looks like, go on my Instagram. It's wild. I'll pull it up on my phone right now so I can show you guys. I didn't take a photo of it, but I got a screenshot from a video. Right here. It's here. The Shrek TV is here. So that's in the plans. I gotta get together with some people to try to make that video happen. Other than that, we'll just be doing builds all week. We have like 40, which is nuts, but hell, let's get it. So everybody in the chat, I want to thank you for stopping in, saying what's up. As always, the boys, the Shrek TV. Be sure to give the stream a like. I do appreciate it. Consider becoming a member. We'll be in the next couple days building that FPGA GBC. Y'all have a good rest of the week. I'm gonna dip out right now. All right. Appreciate you, Spiff. Always Spiff coming through. Take it easy, guys. I'll see y'all in a couple days, all right? Maybe even tomorrow.